2021 regular meeting of council to order at 5 p.m. Need a mover and a seconder, please. Dean and Chris. All in favor? Thank you. Don't know whether anybody saw anything they want to move from the consent agenda to the regular agenda. There's some stuff from APAS, the RM 290, committee appointments, the water agency, RCMP stats, the watershed, and the Chamber of Commerce monthly minutes. Don't think there's anything there that we need to move. Given that, we'll move on to 2.2, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to adopt the agenda for the January 11th, 2021 regular meeting of Council as presented, and that a copy of this agenda be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. Mover, seconder, please. Warren, second. Gary? All in favor? Okay. Anybody see anything on the agenda they want to declare a conflict of interest on? We looked at it this afternoon and couldn't see anything. Good. And we'll move on to 4.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves, whereas the time being 5:02 p.m., that the regular meeting of Council be adjourned to a confidential in-camera meeting. Mover and seconder, Randy. Second, Warren. All in favor? Okay. Confidential in-camera meeting is concluded and the regular meeting of council is resumed. I need a mover and a seconder, please. Dean, Chris. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Agenda item 6.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve as presented the minutes from the December 14th, 2020 regular meeting of council, and that these minutes be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. Again, I need a mover. Randy, seconder, Gary. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. And we will now proceed to a go-to-meeting with the Kindersley Chamber of Commerce, who want to join us in outlining some of their incentives and projects they got going right now. So welcome, Chamber of Commerce. Good day.
Okay, I just having trouble getting on? No. Well, I've been on here now for 10 or 15 minutes, but I haven't been. I heard you a little bit. The administrator hasn't connected us yet.
No, you're...
Yeah, probably not. I'm on the phone, but I'm not,
because we're on bed right now.
Like I'm not.
Just a minute.
I click the microphone and that happened. So that's the microphone I clicked.
We're back. Okay, so
I'm on here, but I just can't.
the microphone.
I can't understand. I'm putting in the right password. Yeah. I don't know.
The screen. By the camera.
No, Jeff, fine.
Yeah.
You know what, as long as Jeff getting through his stuff, for his face. Yeah, I'm
There you go.
putting everything in the way.
They should hear you.
Hello?
Just, I don't know.
Hello?
Yo!
What's frustrating here? That's for sure.
I think it's them that's up right.
Yeah, but, anyway.
You got their phone number?
Just
What's
Yeah.
his name, Rick? Guide them through.
Yeah, I'm kidding. There's not a lot of this is.
Look at this thing. Look at this for the house that says you're muted.
It says only one, like, can you view the participants?
Yeah.
It's, I don't think we have them fully on, or there.
What is that, Kevin?
Oh,
What's that?
there we go.
What's that sound?
That should work.
I don't know. I'm sure it must be somebody's account they're clicking on. I don't know.
So if you put. Color one's muted now. There you go. That should work.
Hello?
What's an invite down the bottom?
Hello?
Hello? We're not muted, but we get no
Can
picture.
you hear me now?
Yeah, what is the invite down?
Yeah, what's that invite below, copy meeting link?
That
How
should just be so you can invite other people as well.
about them?
They should
Why, why
be,
is that meeting is on off? What's it on?
I don't
I've never
know.
had to do that.
Meeting is on law.
yeah, try that, Mark.
It's
and
my first Zoom call.
See if you can.
That's why I like this.
It works on the other one.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
What does that mean it's on?
Everything works. I've never had a crash one.
So we use all the comments.
It says people, there's only one out of one person on right now.
Yeah.
I've
So because you're the most
They might be in the lobby, like, you know how you are in the lobby and then you have to invite them
Yeah. I just
There's been a lot of people that have to
try sending them.
That's based on 25%.
Can you click on the three dots in the,
Yeah.
access.
Report,
in. No, maybe the spinning wheel.
to the settings?
That's setting.
Yeah.
Others on 200. And we're at.
There we go.
No.
Yeah.
So ours is working. Oh, there you go. Go on.
Unlock.
We're at 5.
food long crunch.
3 kids all watching YouTube.
Hello?
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 This is Rick Miller.
This is the town council.
Okay?
Can I get egg rolls and
One small step for mankind.
Maybe they don't have cameras, or do they have?
Yeah, if you guys have a webcam, can you turn them on?
Yeah. I do not, this is Rick Miller. I do not have a webcam. I don't either. I'm trying to get on, but I can't.
It's fine.
can hear
just do
you.
it
We
by
can hear
voice.
you though.
If you're on an iPad or something, you should have a camera.
Open the iPad.
Is Jeff coming on?
Is it just the two of you coming?
No. No, it's hard to hear. There's something not right there.
So whoever's not speaking should be on mute.
Yeah. That's it.
And then, so we give the floor to whoever the speaker is, and then everyone else should be muted, otherwise there's feedback.
Rick,
So she clicks the people again, the people.
Yes?
or is it just the two of you coming to this meeting?
No. Supposed to be Jeff also.
Okay.
Jeff's just messaging me, so I'll see what he has to say. He says his password doesn't work. Yeah, mine didn't either for the,
You could send the invite link again
Yeah.
on the,
Yeah.
if you hit the people icon, the two people at the top,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
and just copy that meeting code, or you could do the invite, but copy meeting code, put it in an email and send it.
Maybe you hit invite.
So this should stay down here.
you know what, you guys, maybe I can just convey all the information to, Mayor Ron Perkins on next Monday, maybe.
Well, if he wants to do it now, if you can put on the floor and mute everyone.
Background static.
Yeah, I have given
Yeah,
everybody
it's not
the
good.
information.
No, it's not.
No, but if Rick wanted to talk, then if we mute us and Kevin, then it shouldn't have the feedback and they'll be able to hear.
That sounds good. So Rick, I've given everybody a copy of the information that you guys wanted to share. So the survey results and the information regarding what you guys have done this year. So if you guys want to go ahead and present it, I will mute us and I can mute whichever one of you isn't speaking, and then that way there shouldn't be any feedback and you can go ahead with your presentation.
Did you get that, Kevin?
So he's
I
taller
could
one.
barely hear that, Rick. Sorry. Yeah. I can hear that as well.
So mute 3 and 1 and speak right now, and then they'll hear you.
Okay, so you guys, I've given council all the information. I'm gonna mute whoever's not speaking, and then that way you guys should be able to present, and then I'll mute us as well, and hopefully that should work a little better. So I'll unmute you, Rick, and we'll see if you heard that better.
All right. So, can you hear me, I guess?
Yeah.
I guess what I'm
Well,
asking.
we're muted.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Firstly, thank you. Okay, good. Firstly, thank you for giving the Chamber of Commerce the time to show council what we're doing now and what we did last year. The Kindersley Chamber has been given the designation as one of the most active in Saskatchewan. We have been receiving, believe it or not, phone calls from chambers all over the country asking us about our Kindersley program, which we're ahead of, our gift cards, which we're ahead of, and this is all being done at the same time. We have been experiencing a very challenging and different year for all businesses. Our only goal as a chamber has been this year and the past little bit is putting business into business. Right now, we're searching for entrepreneurs to open businesses and for succession planning for businesses that are looking to be retiring. I have accepted that we have not been the most transparent, and I'm taking that myself with what we are doing. And this year, I wanted to be more transparent with the council, with our members, with the DKA, as well as others, to work closer to our roots, to our business roots, and the council, given the state of affairs today. And our goals are very similar regarding business. And I think we're on the same page. We've been working on a project where we are inviting businesses and individuals to move to Kindersley. It's called our attraction portfolio, and that information, I wanted to give you the Jeff Sovereign. I don't know, is Jeff hooked up? Do you guys know that?
Haven't heard him.
He is trying to log on. He's having trouble with his password.
Maybe we should.
Oh, okay, well, Jeff, of course, is the guy in the attraction portfolio. The attraction portfolio for Kindersley is fairly self-explanatory. We are trying to attract business people. We're trying to attract individuals during these tough times to move to a town like ours, where they're feeling the pressure of a Toronto, an Edmonton, a Calgary. They can work out of their homes, looking to open new businesses. It's something that we've been working on for a while. Jeff has got all the information regarding digital avenues, and it's been his. We've given that to him, and he has ran with that. We're hoping that we can push that through the masses, through through social media. We talk about, showing what we have to offer at GC. And we have a ton to offer at GC. And people with families that don't want to spend half their life on the road to and from work and can actually work from their homes or want to open a business in town would be a great place for it to be. So when Jeff gets here, I will let him speak regarding this. And there's many more programs that we've been working on. And again, for that information, I'd like to give you over to Kevin. So if you wanted to mute me and listen to Kevin for a bit, that'd be perfect.
Thanks, Rick. Good evening, everybody. I'm hoping I can be heard. Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, perfect, thank you. It's been a crazy time, as Rick said, and fortunately we are fighting through all that, which everybody is. We're still managing to keep our membership up. We had a new member join yesterday, and also joined the Shop Kindersley program. So that's great. We now have 55 businesses who are signed up to receive the gift cards and where they can be redeemed at. Since June of last year, till Christmas time, we've sold over $21,000 worth of gift cards. And the great thing is that's all money that is, staying here in town, which is great. So that's a big boon, to our local businesses. The other big thing that we're really doing, and we're being a part of, is the federal government is giving some money to the Saskatchewan Chamber of Commerce to dish out to the other chambers of commerce. And we've applied for some funding. It's not a grant, it's money we have to account for and have receipts for. What they want us to do, or they're asking us to do, is to do professional videos of all of our members and anybody else we feel would be beneficial for. And they also want us then to, splash is the right word, all over social media as a way to help market all said businesses. So we've applied for funding for that. We haven't heard anything yet, probably not for a couple of weeks. And the goal behind all the shop local programs is really to educate people, on the benefits and I guess the pitfalls too of not supporting the local business. And we all know what happens when a business closes. It usually doesn't get reopened. So that's one thing we're doing, and the e-commerce is a very big part of that program as well. You can buy online, but also buy local. And we're also doing a very extensive media presence generated through the radio, through the Kindersley Social, the Weekly Dean, the newspaper, and the radio station. So that's all. It's going to be just a great thing to have happening. So. And I'm still out visiting, members every day, and I'm still taking small 1 to 2 minute videos of businesses and putting them on our Facebook page. Still writing a column in the Kindersley Social every issue, and same thing with the Weekly Dean. The newspaper has been very generous with us, and when they have room, they splash our shop local deco for us at no charge, which is really great. So there's just a lot going on right now, which is really, really good. And we're also starting podcasting this month. Ron Baker and I are going to be kind of co-hosting it, and we're going to have a varied array of guests and business people, and we haven't got a total lineup yet, but we're working on that. And I guess the big push behind this survey, we did a survey also in September last year, and do you have the survey results with you there in front of you?
We have that here, Kevin.
Okay, well that's great, thank you. And the reason we did the survey was just to, again, to educate people how much our local businesses give back into our community and how important it is for them, for our local businesses to be supported by our people. And, you know, a local business can't really support your whatever club or whatever organization unless you know, you're buying from the store, so to speak. So it's a very important part of our whole process to let people know how much our local businesses give back. And if you see the numbers, wow, it's quite considerable how much they give back on an annual basis. And that's only with a 25% response. So even though that's higher than most surveys, it's not as high as I would have liked, but we'll take that and go with that. So that being said, all of this, you know, is part of our Shop Local program. We also partner with the Better Business Bureau to have their programs. People can access their programs as well. And I know, Rick, you were going to be talking about another program that's happening, the 10 program.
Yeah, Kevin, thanks. So at this particular point in time, I wanted to announce that the Kindersley Chamber has been awarded, one of 13 chambers have been awarded money by the 10 program. Once again, have to be a billable amount of money, but we have been given the maximum of $10,000. And we are, right at this particular point in time, currently identifying businesses, schools, and unemployed contract workers, gig workers, I guess they call them these days. And our main push with our program is to educate what it looks like to be an entrepreneur and the work that it takes. We teamed up with Meridian and the banks as well, telling them what it takes to put the business plan together, what it would look like to actually get into business. And you know, we are looking for sponsor businesses as well. We're looking for businesses that are looking to retire, and there's a few of them out there looking for the proper people that might buy their businesses and might be entrepreneurs for sure. So you just heard about the Kindersley Shop Local program, which, you know, one of their main things with that is to educate consumers that if they want to buy online, we're going to present an online avenue for them to buy supporting local businesses so that they can buy online and that they can actually be supporting local businesses at the same time. And I'm excited about it. We have a huge job to do this, and we're given money to do this as well. So we're excited about that. Today we have for sure the 10 program, $10,000. And as I stated at the beginning, I talked about the challenges of business, and today we're feeling the same pressure as a chamber. We, as of the end of the year, have approximately $5,000 worth of unpaid dues as a result of these times. So today I wanted to be transparent to the council as to the business support and economic development we have been giving to our town. It is our hope that we can hope that we can receive support from council when our projects overwhelm our chamber monetarily. We're not actually asking for monies today. We've got some big jobs ahead of us, and if we feel as though we can't fill those gaps monetarily, I'm asking if you will be willing or open to look at helping us in the future. I'm done.
Thank you very much then, Rick, and we've got all your information here that you've so nicely prepared, and I think you and I are scheduled to meet next week, so we will have a chat about this in council, and hopefully I'll be able to expand further with you on the 18th.
Thank you very much for your time, you guys. Really appreciate it, and today's technology leaves us to be a little bit to be desired. So.
Thank you.
I don't know if you can see us or not.
Okay, that, we're still not having this go to meeting quite solved, but
What do you think the problem is there, Anna? Like, something at their end there?
It seems like it's more on their end than our
yeah,
end.
they didn't have cameras.
Well, we should
That's
have
why
one.
you
And
can't
if they
see.
were side by side on their devices, they could have been given feedback.
They'd have a camera right on the front of their iPad or their laptop.
But and if they're in the same room, they would have had a lot of.
The interference, really, it's that bad, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta almost just mute if there's a bunch of you.
Yeah,
That should be good.
it's, so any comments, council, on that? I think that pretty well covers the discussion that Rick and I had, whereby we said I said I would encourage council to look at, specific programs that they're looking at, but we weren't prepared before to provide bulk funding, and I doubt that we are now. But I do think that there's some good points they've got going there. Just trying to attract business. I think everybody tries to do that, but we do have a fair bit to offer in this community, so I have committed to meet with Rick one day a month, or one afternoon a month from now on in, just to keep each other posted as to where things are going. Deputy Mayor Randy.
Well, I'd be in favor of helping them. I believe I was in favor of helping them last time they came to us, not to the extent that they requested by any stretch, but I think they're in what they're doing for the betterment of the community in general, all businesses, not specifically downtown, the mall, whatever, just in general, promoting our town. And we throw a lot of money, around over the course of the year. I think we're pretty mindful of how we spend it too. And I'm not suggesting a big amount, but I would definitely not be opposed again to helping them in a monetary way at some point in time, especially when they're talking about if and when the time comes. I would definitely think we should consider it.
I agree.
Everybody
I agree too.
agreement? I did take the time, we have a nice video that's on our iPads here, and it's up on the board here now. I thought it was really very well done, and certainly kind of offers or sets out the opportunities you can have in a smaller place of space and ease of getting places and keeping your kids occupied without having to drive them halfway across Saskatoon or Toronto for a hockey game. So that video is very well done. I thought it was
Like,
great.
he didn't come from here and saw that.
Yeah,
I think it speaks well of our facilities and stuff.
yeah. I think it was.
Every aspect. Yeah. In fact, Dean and I are involved with the regional park, and new scorecards are coming out this year for 5 years. And we were looking for a photo for the front. We had a few, and we were kind of almost settled on something. And Dean, I said today, he called me and I said, by the way, there's some really good golf picture photos on that proposal. He goes, I saw it yesterday and was thinking exactly the same thing. So we might end up even using one of those of Jeff's. I almost thought he photoshopped it to look so damn good. Where's this? Oh shit, that's our. Whoops.
So I will meet with Rick on Monday and, you know, I think on a project by project basis, we can decide what support we would like to give, but I certainly give them hats off for working hard on this, and I think it's something we have to do together, so. I think we can go forward from there. Moving on in our agenda, 8.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to accept as submitted the list of accounts as paid by the Town of Kindersley in the amount of $1,678,278.25, and that a copy of said accounts be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. And I would like to thank Audrey for putting it on 97 different checks that I had to sign today. Were there any questions on these accounts, Audrey? Any council, have you had an opportunity? I know this came in yesterday, I think, on our Saturday or was it
I
Friday?
emailed it Friday.
The Friday email.
I had one that was sidewalk maintenance.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
We had some sidewalks done in Rosedale earlier this year, and the company actually didn't invoice us until now, and they apologized that they didn't invoice it yet. So it was something that was done on the end of Thompson Drive and then some kind of by Caleb there. So
Just new, like replacing.
yeah,
sections.
yeah. So it just hadn't been invoiced by the company. So.
Yeah, the amount wasn't bad. It was just the time of year.
Yeah, no.
Concrete.
It was definitely a 2020 expense that was, I think, completed in August, so.
Any other council?
Yeah, I did have one, sir. The Austin Carroll Pool construction for the pool pod lifts, was that for the wheelchair accessibility?
It is, so we have a grant, it's a Canadian
Canadian Tire.
Tire grant, and so we actually have that already, and these pool pods had been on order from, and it is, anyway, Tanya's worked on it and they're coming now, and yeah, there'll be 2 pods that'll work really,
Okay, no,
yeah.
They're state of the art, they were a new invention.
Yes.
When we built the pool and put the application in for it.
Yeah.
They hadn't even finished construction on the first.
no, I just noticed there's a big dollar ticket item and I
Yeah,
wasn't.
well, we got a
100% sure
grant
how it
for
was.
most of it, but we've already spent, I think, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, if everybody's happy with those accounts, I need to move around to seconder, please. Randy, Chris? All in favor? Thank you. Okay. Agenda item 9.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve the consent agenda, which includes APAS, Agricultural Producers Association, RM290, some of their committee appointments, Water Agency from the Government of Canada, the RCMP's December stats, South Saskatchewan Watershed newsletter, and the Chamber of Commerce Board meeting for November. Mover and the seconder to accept those correspondence items. Warren, second, Dean. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. That's it, that's all. Agenda item 13.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves that all business having been concluded, the January 11th, 2021 regular meeting of council can be adjourned at 7:45 p.m. Mover seconder, please. Randy, Gary. All in favor? That's it.
Can we go back?